Good morning. It's Margaret Betty at the University of Sewing and is Facebook Live. I have Rachel here with me.
Good morning. Happy Friday, guys.
And it is a happy Friday because it's the Friday before the polar vortex hits us.
Oh yeah, next week is gonna be. I keep looking at the temperatures and I'm like, oh, not good. Oh, that's gonna be uncomfortable.
Yeah, no. I have right now on the cashmere sweater over top of another sweater. By the way, I made my top, and this is pretty warm. I'm gonna need also a layer of silk underwear next week. So, and you're always like, are you not warm yet? Are you not warm yet?
Oh my gosh. We keep this shop nice and toasty in case anybody is feeling chilly. So come down and see us, and you'll experience our nice and warm shop.
Yes, we like to keep it warm here. Okay, guys, we're almost to the end of the customer appreciation sale.
It's crazy. I can't believe it. It ends on Tuesday. And there are still some really, really amazing deals that we have for machines that are in stock right now. You can take home today.
How would you like to take home? How about this guy?
Oh my gosh.
We've got her all ready for Valentine's Day. I'm thinking you need a amazing Valentine's Day present. What do you think?
Amazing. An incredible Valentine's Day present, an incredible machine. Look at that throat space, you guys.
It has a red walking foot.
And it comes with the red walking foot, so it's all matching. If you have not seen this machine in person, please stop by and look at this machine.
And you can test it out.
Gorgeous. And yes, I love helping people demo machines. I love talking sewing machines with people. It's so much fun.
Guys, it's $2,000 off its normal price. And it wasn't a super high priced machine to begin with.
No, it was already like so reasonably priced. And now they're just like, we're just going to like
let you have it for practically like nothing.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Should we do giveaway
Yes.
first?
Yes.
All right. So if you are watching on Facebook, you're going to see I have this I wanted to show you guys the actual panel that we are going to be giving away. If you are watching us on Facebook in the next 24 hours and you hit that share button and you just have to put in the comments that you shared this video.
You mean like Mary and Julia have already done?
Oh, hey, good morning, ladies. Thank you,
You guys
so
are so
much.
cool.
You're so awesome. Our customers are the best. You'll be entered in our drawing to win this fantastic panel. This is actually a panel that has all everything that you need and all of the instructions. All the instructions are printed on the side here to make a gorgeous cardinal apron and 2 oven mitts. Don't you guys always need oven mitts? I always need oven mitts.
We were talking about that a little bit ago, and honestly, take this, make a pattern off of it, and keep yourself a pattern for making yourself oven mitts, because I don't know about you, but about 6 months in, they need to be ditched. They are just not in great condition.
Always need oven mitts. And
I don't care. You wash them a million times. They never end up being nice.
Yeah, right.
And you know what? I know it has a ponzetto on it, but you know what? You can totally do another pattern. And, just use this.
Absolutely.
And, so that would be a great way to use it.
And your apron, you don't want to get any splatters on your gorgeous clothes. I actually wore my apron last night. I made burgers. I was wearing a white shirt. I didn't want to get splatters on it, so I pulled out my apron. Everybody always needs an apron. And we're also going to throw in a 6-inch Bernina translucent red ruler for you. So go ahead and hit that share button. Put in the comments that you shared it. And you could win this. And it's really useful and beautiful and cool, and everybody's gonna love it. I'm gonna put this away. Margaret is playing. Ooh.
I am playing already because I
playing.
wanted to show you some really cool things on this machine. First of all, you have got all of this space, and I believe we are talking about 10 inches.
Yeah, that's the
10 inches?
Yep.
Okay, so we have 10 inches from the needle to here, which means that you are going to be able to put some pretty big projects on here. Oh, by the way, notice we have a little yellow light right there. Yellow light means you've changed something on the machine from its default settings. On this case, it means I have the feed dogs down. Well, we have the fact that you can put an embroidery unit on here. You don't have to. The $3,999 price doesn't include that embroidery unit. But what I wanted to show you is this is a really cool decorative stitch that's on this machine. But you know what you can do with it? If you don't have any like 12 weight thread that would be heavy and really make this design pop, you can hit the triple stitch. The triple stitch will make the design pop. And the other thing I can do on this is I can tell it I only want it to make 5 of those designs. And there I am ready to sew. And it's going to do it as a triple stitch. These are all things that you would learn in our mastery classes. We teach you about the editing features. We teach you about how to set the machine up for both sewing, for embroidery. How do you go ahead and go about, maybe you want to make a label. Guess what this has ability to do? You have letters over here that you can do. Now, you're looking at this and going, well, Margaret, it's going to do like 5 A's on me. Well, I don't want 5 A's. Well, guess what? It has a combo method. A combo screen that what I can do is I can put individual letters. Now I am ready to start making a label with this because I can write Grandma loves you. You can write your name and the date. These are all things that are possible just in the sewing features. The embroidery features give you another whole group of things to do.
It's amazing.
It is really, really shocking and amazing. And you can have so much fun with this machine. And you can get into embroidery with Bernina with this machine. You can get the embroidery unit and the machine for $4,999. Under $5,000, guys.
And you'll just have everything.
You'll have a walking foot. You'll have an embroidery unit. You will have the machine that is, I do believe that this is the prettiest machine Bernina has ever made.
So beautiful. And I'm telling you, like I keep saying, you have to come and see it in person because even on our videos, even in all the promotional photos, it does not do it justice. When you see it in person, don't you just want to walk into your sewing room and just look at this gorgeous machine?
And you know what? I'm going to do something really special here that I don't do very often. I really want you guys to have a beautiful red 735. If you want the 735 and you get it between now and Tuesday, the end of the day Tuesday, get up.
Oh,
We're going to throw this Aero chair in for 50% off.
oh my goodness. And these Aero chairs, these are just some of the best. I mean, I know multiple people who own these chairs and say they're just the best sewing chairs they've had. Great little support on the back here. Storage. Look at that huge storage compartment that you get. Throw all of your stuff in there. That anything that, you're constantly like, where did I put this? Where did it go?
Do you know what Denise does with hers?
I know what she says she does.
She puts her snacks in there.
It's her snack time. 'Cause
So
you
I'm
can't
telling you.
never so hungry.
This is an amazing deal, really great price. You can get embroidery, sewing, features, and a half price Aero chair. How can you beat that?
I mean, it really is amazing.
It's just really great.
And it's just and you get that perfect Bernina stitch. You get that high quality. You get the solid steel construction on the inside, so it's smooth and it's quiet and it doesn't have those vibrations.
And if the red one isn't your thing, which I don't understand at all, but if it isn't, we do have them with the silver fronts on them.
Yep.
The traditional Bernina look. So if you
For the
prefer
same
that
price?
for the same
Yes.
price, yes, everything's the same. You get the except you don't get the walking.
You don't
foot.
get a walking foot with it though. Yeah, with this one,
Yeah.
you get the red front and the walking foot for the same
And
price.
I am almost positive Bernina doesn't have these anymore. We've got several of them available. When they're sold, they're gone. So if you're thinking that this is the machine, this is really the time to get it because on Wednesday, the price goes back up to $5,999. So if you're thinking about it, this really is the time to do it. So, okay, this is not all we've got to talk
This is
about today.
not.
I want to make sure that one of the things that we do today is remind you that we are having a fabric sale going on. Those lovely customers of ours, you guys in Colorado, in New York, wherever you are all of our fabric, as long as you buy a yard or more, is 30% off until the end of the day Tuesday. If you haven't taken advantage of this, especially you apparel sewers, you know, I'm going to just tell you all right now, if you are looking for apparel, you want good apparel fabric, I think we have some excellent fabrics here. I get told all the time by people who love to sew their own clothes that it's really wonderful. This is the time for you to make those purchases. We just got in a bunch of new linens. We just got in some amazing knits and some gorgeous fabrics that are really unusual.
That viscose.
Viscose was just really gorgeous, and those linen cotton blend pant weight fabrics that we just got in are absolutely gorgeous. Go look at latest arrivals if you haven't done it. There's some brand new things that have come in, and go look through because we put some things on clearance. We've got some things that you maybe have forgotten about. You want to make some gorgeous things for the summer, I'm thinking. You know I do. I'm already planning some things in tomorrow morning. I will show you one of the things I just made. A beautiful jacket out of a triple gauze. Really cool. It's a non-Ito fabric. And we have some of that available. You're really going to like that.
It really is amazing. And that's actually Whitney Luckenbill.
She's Luckenbill. She's going to be here today.
She is going to be here today.
She's going to be here today.
Coming today. But she actually just posted about like prepping for your summer capsule wardrobe, and did her whole like, here are the essentials that you're going to need to make your summer wardrobe. And I was like,
and we've got fabric. You know why she's coming?
She's picking up her machine, right?
Well, that too, but she wants to pay. She wants to buy fabric because she knows we have it on sale.
That'll be so fun.
Yes.
Okay. So, what do we want to start with first?
Let's go with the 535, and then we'll go say hello to that adorable 435.
All right, you guys. Do you want something? Maybe $2,000 off is like just too good of a deal for you. Would you like to get a machine for $1,500 off?
$1,500 off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
so,
my bad.
There we go. You know, if you can't handle the $2,000 off, this 535 right here, you get the 8-inch, I believe. 8.5 inch throat space. So a little bit of a smaller machine, but this is a really wonderful machine. It's got the 5mm stitch plate. It's got the jumbo bobbin. You've got the thread cutter. You've got the knotting function. You've got everything that you need. You still get all of your gorgeous decorative stitches. Let's put some flowers up there so you can see your pretty flowers.
I want to find out something. Does it have no triple stitch there? Okay, let's look and see. Well, I'm going to look at one other thing. We're going to look at the same stitch and see if we can do a triple. No triple stitch. No triple stitch ability on the 535.
Yeah, so you get a little bit less, but this is on sale right now for $2,499.
It is less expensive, so there's no two ways about it.
Less expensive.
And so if this is more in your budget, it's a nice machine.
This is a nice
I like this machine.
And you can also, because it is the 5 series, you also have the option of adding embroidery for just $1,000 more. So for $3,499, I had to math really quickly there in my head, you can be all in with your embroidery, with your decorative stitches, with this wonderful machine with an 8.5 inch throat space. You know, standard domestic machines I think only have like 5.5 inches.
Oh my goodness,
like they're tiny. They're tiny.
Well, we're going to show them a tinier one here in just a minute. If you're only doing some really, you know, your bare bones, maybe your budget's bare bones right now, I can sympathize. I was there for a really long time.
But what if you don't know anything about embroidery? How do you learn?
We have the most wonderful mastery classes. Alice is amazing. She will take you through how to learn your embroidery. And you can add embroidery to this one and the 735. It's so simple. We are going to make it so easy. And you know what? There is YouTube out there, guys, and there are some really good YouTube videos on how to do embroidery. And one of the things that I'm seeing a lot in the questions on some of these different like online help groups is a lot of times they don't realize that all of the Bernina machines, the 435, the 535, the 735, even going up into the 9 series, all of the things build on each other. So if you get a machine with embroidery, say you get a 535, and you're like, well, it's a 535 and they only have embroidery stuff on a 570, or they only have it on a 770. It turns out a lot of the information is transferable, especially how to get started to do embroidery. It's the same on all the machines.
Absolutely. And this also means that if you already own a Bernina and you're wanting to upgrade, odds are really good that you're going to figure out how to use this really, really fast. Because they all kind of talk to each other.
And they build up on that information. Say you went and bought the previous generation with you. Maybe you have a 710. Maybe you have a 530 from back in generations. This is all just building on that. But now what you're going to get is you're going to get a jumbo bobbin.
Jumbo bobbin.
This holds the equivalent of about 50 yards of fabric. Oh, somebody's put it in there wrong.
Put it in sideways.
Oh, that was okay. We can here.
Well,
all you have to do.
Yeah, I gotta pop it out, right?
Is just pop it out.
There
See,
we go.
See, none of this is hard.
You get this enormous.
It's just knowing how to do it.
Look at how huge that is. Are you sick of changing your bobbins all the time? I wish that we need to get like one of the little like plastic, like one of the little Singer bobbins, so that I can show the difference.
Oh, it's amazing.
Because that's a really good, really good visual.
Our 335 bobbins.
It's got the little CB bobbin in it,
does.
right?
It has the little CB bobbin.
So here we go. So here's like the traditional CB bobbin. You see this a lot. Look at the difference in size. Oh my goodness. This is like you're going from the baby bear to the mama bear. And you get just so much more capability.
About 50 yards of thread. You know, one of those small Coats and Clark's threads, it will fit on one of these just about.
Oh my goodness.
So
you just
really
get the
fascinating.
Whole thing
Now,
on there.
if you're using something like bobbin thread, it turns out that you can put a lot more bobbin thread on that because the thread's thinner. So, but to get embroidery, you do have to get into a 5 series machine, and the 5 series start with a 535. So what does that mean to you? That means if you think in the future, even if you don't want to do it today, in the future you want to go ahead and upgrade to a embroidery machine, get the 535, because really it is going to give you the ability to add embroidery later.
I've got a compliment I got to share, I think. One of our online customers says she wishes she lived in Indiana.
Aww. Well,
We do too.
maybe sometime you can come visit. You know, we have a gorgeous lake here in Indiana, right, really close to us. It's called Lake Monroe. It is a wonderful place during the summertime for you to go water skiing or swimming and all kinds of things, boating. And then we also have some really gorgeous parks around us. Maybe we are a good place for you to take a vacation.
Absolutely.
So,
we're gonna totally act like the Chamber of Commerce right now. Come and visit Bloomington.
There's great
everything.
restaurants.
It's
There's
great.
it's
a
shopping.
It's a small town feel with big town amenities. We're gonna give you everything.
Okay. What if you need a secondary machine? What if you are just looking for something in that lower end budget? We have the best deal on an entry level Bernina. It is the 435. It has the jumbo bobbin.
It has the jumbo bobbin. It has the knotting function, which you guys know I love. I love a nice knotting function. It has your decorative stitches. It has the 5.5 millimeter plate. It does have it's a 6.5 inch throat space in there, so it is smaller. But let's say that you do piecing. Let's say that you do some hemming on your clothes, some slight alterations and stuff like that. This guy is just the little reliable workhorse for you. You can do all kinds of amazing things.
This right here
You got yours.
and here are mending stitches.
There you go. Look at that. And it so that you got a little hole you're gonna need to repair.
Well, what's really cool about this is however long the hole is, when you start sewing this, you have the ability to hit the reverse button, and then it remembers that distance, and it'll stitch until you basically either stop it or you come to the end of, I believe it has 8 different lines right there. So that is what it'll do. Now, what's really great about this machine is it is only $14.99 through next Tuesday. Unbelievable.
And you
Wonderful machine.
You still get that Bernina quality. I actually had a woman come in the other day, and she was like, I saw this sale. I really want to try out this machine. So she demoed it. She had never sewn on a Bernina before, and she was just grinning. She just went, oh my gosh. I can't believe this. The way, like, look at what I did. And she was playing with all the decorative stitches and making like little patterns of things. Just having so much fun. And that's really the kind of reaction I love to see, because I love to see people just sewing and smiling.
It is a really, really great machine. It has the ability to adjust how hard you're pressing down on the fabric. It has got the ability to put a walking foot on. We have walking feet for it. It's not a problem. You know that pretty red walking foot that we showed you on the 735? You can get a red walking foot.
On your white machine.
It's very cute, very cute. Okay, guys. So those are the Bernina deals. Let's take a real quick mention. We've got about 5 minutes. We can do that, and then we have to get to
and then
something else.
we gotta run over. So we're gonna sprint over here. Okay, I will stop here first because this is the first one in the row here. So you guys know this. This is my serger here. Well, it's not my serger, but this is the one that I got. The B64 airlock. It's air threading. You don't have to worry about figuring out how to thread your serger. Air threading. You can thread it in any order. If you guys have had sergers before and you know you have to start with this one and then go over here and then go to this one. And it's always, you don't have to even think about it with that. You got this wonderful air threading. It does a whole bunch of serging. We have packets of feet for it that you can get. There's a whole box of different feet for it, so you can do things like
And they're clear.
And they're clear, so you can see what's going on. You can do your rolled hems. You can do your invisible hems. What are they called? Blind hems. There we go. You can do your blind hem stitches. You can do this little detail on the cuff of my shirt here. The little ruffle that happens. You mess with a rolled hem with some differential feed, and you can make little details like this just to make your clothes pop. This is on sale for only $9.99. $9.99.
$750 discount on that. It's amazing. Okay, we told you about the 735 comes in the silver front. This is what it looks like, just so you know. If you are looking for an entry-level sewing machine and you want it for yourself or for someone you love, you have an incredible deal. Normally $535. The Bernina B05 Academy is now on sale for $349, guys. That is an incredible deal. You are almost getting $200 off of a machine that didn't start off very high to begin with. It's a really great deal. It comes with a variety of feet. It comes with 2 different tables. One like this that's on the machine right now, but then it has an actual table.
It has
it's
an
very
extension
cool.
table, which is a very big deal.
No, really great. And then the last one we want to make sure we cover is this B77. The B77 is essentially, it has a computer that looks like the computer on our Berninas.
Yeah.
So if you compare this
interface.
screen to this screen, it is unbelievable how close they are. This has 7 inches of space here to the right of the needle. It's got the free arm. It has this particular cute little cabinet to go ahead and put any of your things in here. So you've got a place to put all of your feet and your bobbins and so forth. So this is normally $2,000, well, actually $1,999, but now it is $999. It is half price, 50% off, guys. It's an incredible, incredible deal. If you are thinking that you want a top-loading bobbin, maybe your hands do not like, excuse me, the smaller bobbin cases or the bobbin case that goes in from the front. Maybe you like a top-loading bobbin. That's your machine. Okay, we have to head that direction.
We're gonna head that. I've heard some people say they prefer the top-loading bobbin because they can see the thread through it.
Yeah.
Because it's clear on top, so they can see what their thread is. Now, in a lot of the Berninas, you get a thread warning. So
On the higher end,
on the higher end.
Berninas.
I said a lot.
The higher end Berninas. Okay.
Speaking of higher end Berninas,
Yeah.
look at them. Oh
Guys.
my gosh.
We're having an event today. I wish you were coming. Maybe you are, but I doubt it. I wish you were here. But this is amazing. So right now we have got this set up for several people who are coming for our 990 event. What are we doing at the 990 event? Well, you have to attend to find out. But what's really cool, at the end of the day, if you come to one of our 990 events, we're going to have some goodie bags for you. We are going to go ahead and have a project that you get to take home with you. It's really nice. It teaches you a lot of things. And then, we have had a lot of people and they just hear the price of the machine and they're like, oh, I can't do that. Well, maybe you can. Do you have a machine to trade in? Have you ever looked into our financing?
I was gonna say financing.
Yes. So have you ever looked into financing, but maybe you have a trade-in, maybe you want to do some financing, because it is an amazing, amazing machine. My 990, I love my 990. You can ask anybody in the shop. Have I just exploded into sewing much more than I've done the entire time you've been here.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing because every night you're like we're gonna go home and we're gonna eat some dinner and then I'm gonna do some sewing and then I'm gonna do some sewing and I'm just like, how are you? I'm so tired. I don't want to do anything at the end of the day. And you're like, nope, I'm gonna go home and do some sewing. And then she comes back the next day and she's like, I made this shirt. And I'm just like, what do you sleep? What is happening? But it just happened. But she's just been so excited about it. Because honestly, and I've said this before, but this is the machine that Bernina listened to people who actually sew. Bernina listened to sewists, and they said, what do you want in a machine? And we told them, and they were like, done. And they put it all in.
We do some things that are a little bit different. One, anybody who lives within a certain amount of a distance, we will come to your house and just set it up because it is a big machine. It has got 14 inches from the right of the needle. So, our first long arm starts with 16 inches. So this machine is almost that big.
It's a huge machine.
Why don't you go grab the jumbo bobbin, the jumbo hoop.
The jumbo hoop. Oh,
Hoop.
this guy. This thing.
Yeah.
You mean like my mirror frame? This is the size of my medicine cabinet right now. This is your embroidery hoop frame. Have you ever thought about doing quilting in the hoop? This fits an entire 12-inch block that you can quilt in the hoop with your embroidery unit.
There are
the
some
way.
companies that have longer ones, but nobody else has one that's big enough for a 12-inch block. Everybody else's is smaller than that.
And so this is why I always say this machine is truly something that does it all. It does incredible sewing, it does incredible embroidery, and it gives you the opportunity to basically do as much quilting as you could want to do. It might get difficult with a larger quilt, rolling it up and everything. That's
been true forever. It's even true on a sit-down long arm. So it can be difficult to do that. But
you guys are clever. You'll figure it out.
Yes, I was going to say it is. I have done right now on mine. I have done up to probably something 60 inches wide without any problem. So, because you can just flip it around and do that. Now, I haven't tried to do a bigger quilt. I haven't really needed to do that, so I haven't done that. But what I will tell you is to go ahead and have a machine that I can do big embroideries.
Enormous, the entire back of a jacket.
And I can put multiple,
the entire back.
Well, that's bigger than your back, but yeah. So it's pretty gorgeous. So we have got this incredible machine, and if you haven't tried it, you just don't understand how much easier it can be to do embroidery, to do your stitching, to do everything about it. And we include, for the first year after you buy your machine, we include a 990 club. The 990 club from us is a monthly club that we do. It's going to be recorded, guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over the different function features. And since they're going to be recorded, it'll be something that people will be able to access after we do the classes and after we go ahead and, so if you say have gone ahead and done I'm going to do, my first class is going to be on the straight stitch features on the machine, and you're like, why do I need a class on the straight stitch features? Well, did you know you can program an exact stitch length?
No.
Well, what if what you wanted to do was do a bag, and you wanted a set of stitching on one side of the bag and you wanted to mirror image it on the other side of the bag? Wouldn't you want to be able to record that so that you get them exactly the same?
Wow.
Or say you're working on a quilt and you want to make sure that things are identical. You have a group of sewing, maybe you're doing a block and you wanted to sew that 4-inch block and you wanted to stop, and so you can cut the threads and you just program it to do that. There's all these amazing things now that we can do even with a straight stitch, and Bernina has brought back a true basting stitch.
Really? This has a basting stitch?
This has a real
It's
basting.
not that the one where you push the button and you can push it. Oh my gosh.
No, we don't like that one.
Sorry, yeah.
Well, we like this one. This
We have
isn't
many
a basting.
conversations about the basting stitch.
We don't like the
We
basting stitch. They
don't
have
like
a
the
real
basting
basting. Well, what they think you can do, I'm just going to tell you, for those of you who've wondered about the basting stitch, on the machine you have perhaps, just set your stitch to the longest stitch length, which is a 6mm stitch length. Set it for that, and that's actually a pretty good basting stitch. And I guess Bernina just thought, well, that'll be fine.
That'll be
I
fine.
will tell you, if you do that though, you are going to want to taut sew that particular. Do you guys know what taut sewing means? Taut sewing means that you're going to want to hold your fabric from the front and the back when it stitches. Let the feed dogs feed, but kind of hold everything tautly. So if you do that when you have your stitch length at 6mm, then it won't gather it up. But maybe what you wanted to do is gather it up. It'll just gather it up. So it's
But you
really
have
fun.
options. And I did want to mention also that if you are interested in the 990 and maybe you're like I just want to see this machine, I just want to experience this machine, but I don't have plans to buy one right now. Still absolutely come and sign up and do this class. Have an event with us. There is no pressure from us. We are never, ever, ever going to push you into something that you are not comfortable with. We would never do that. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And if you just want to try out the really cool spaceship machine, then go for it. Come here and do that.
Yeah,
And
it's
hang
pretty
out with us.
amazing. It's pretty amazing. And the thing is, at the end of the day, is that once you try something like this, and I this is something I hear, and I'm often a little frustrated with it. Women do not stop and think about the fact that when they spend this money on a sewing machine, I'll bet most of you, maybe not all of you, but most of you, you use this to make presents for people. You use this to make things for your family. You do so much on it. You spend a lot of your day on it. If this is in your budget, if this is something you can do, I'm just going to guarantee you it is going to put a smile on your face. It is going to make you happy. And there are always ways to get us from that price down some.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah. Come in and talk to us.
Yeah, come
We
in
are
and talk
so
to us.
flexible.
So we'll try to help you figure out a way to make it work. So,
Because
okay.
we don't think you're being selfish at all. We
Oh,
think
no.
that you are.
With the number
we
of
think-
uses women get on a sewing machine versus the uses that so many other things that we pay a lot of money for, it's not even comparable. I will tell you, I can't tell you the number of women I know who have a sewing machine that they got when they either graduated from college, high school, or when they got married, and they kept it for 25, 30 years. And then they're like, oh, maybe I can get a new one. And I'm like, guys, this is your love. This is your passion.
And what's Dave say?
It's cheaper than a bass boat, and it darn well is.
And
or
you
that
can-
big truck.
And you can use it all year, and you don't have to like pay to have somebody like go
Or a
store it in
boat.
the garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
The
opinions
black
about
hole-
boats here.
Boats are the black hole of they're a total black
well,
hole.
you know the expression: the two happiest days of a boat owner's life are the day that he gets it and the day he sells it.
Dave might have something to say about that.
I know Dave's gonna start staring daggers at me right now.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta
yeah.
go. It's Friday, and it's gonna be. We're gonna have an event here in just 55 minutes.
we're
Okay,
gonna be
everybody. You have a wonderful day. We look forward to seeing you soon. Come and visit us, and we will get y'all taken care of. Remember the fabric sale. 30% off, 35% off if you finish the bolt. If you finish the bolt, what we'll do is we'll go back in and give you a refund. So we are so grateful for all of you. Don't forget we have a giveaway every
Yes.
Facebook Live.
Hit that share button.
And we
That's
will
how
see you tomorrow morning at 9:30.
At 9:30. What time is it?
You won't be there. I'll be there by myself. We'll see you then. Take care.